Moments of pressure are not what defines a leader. Very often, those moments demand tactical decisions quick, immediate, situational. But what defines a leader is the thinking behind their decision. Even in tactical moments, a leader is operating from a strategic mind. At a certain point, leadership stops being about reacting to what is in front of you. It becomes about holding a long term vision and making decisions that align with it. Yes, you may take tactical opportunity, but your eye remains on where you're going. And this is where the tension begins because strategy demands consistent alignment, not just in your work, but in who you are becoming. Welcome back to Unbox the podcast. I'm Sahar Palmer, intuitive life mentor, and this is season 26. The courage to be you, show up, stay true. Today, I want to talk about something that most people are not prepared for. What happens when you choose to be yourself? Being yourself is not an easy option. It comes with a cost because the moment you choose to be yourself, things begin to change. You're no longer operating from who you used to be, and that has consequences. Let's talk about the pressure to be new. Over the weekend, I met with an old client over breakfast, and that conversation extended into late afternoon. We had a conversation about the book he was writing on leadership and exploring why he felt blocked. He said, I feel like I have nothing new to say. And I told him simply that there is probably nothing new to say for anyone. What you think is new already exists in the collective consciousness, if you like. That is why you can access it. What is new is you. Your perspective, your experience, your timing, your delivery, your journey to who you are now. Think of how many books exist on leadership. How many love songs have been written? The theme repeats, the expression doesn't. So take the pressure off of trying to be new or offer something new. Instead, focus on being true to who you are now. And that is what is unique about you, your contribution. I want to share my own turning point with you. After my husband passed away, I wasn't just grieving. I was no longer the same person, and I couldn't operate in the same way anymore. I worked with several coaches, business coaches, trying to find the direction again. One insight stayed with me. I was told if you keep working session by session, you will exhaust yourself. And that moment shifted something within me because it wasn't just about me. I realized this is not about effort, it is about structure, depth, long term transformation. What can truly be achieved in one session? Transformation doesn't happen in one decision. Strategy doesn't unfold in one moment. It does so over time. That is strategy. Building something that develops and evolves requires time. That is when my thinking changed. I stopped asking, what should I do next? And I started asking, what am I building? Because leadership is intentional. That is the precise moment when Unbox the Real You took its true form. And I started asking a different question. What is actually unique about me? Not the framework, not the concept, but my perspective, my expression, my journey. And I realized the only thing that is truly new is me. So, how do you find your unique expression? Recently, several people suggested I move into video podcasting. My clients, listeners, even family. Even my editor. She told me that she dreamt I had started one. My initial response was no, resistance, because I've always believed you don't need to be seen to be felt. But then I looked at it differently, not as a trend or an added pressure of communicating in a new format, but as a strategic question. Does this expand the message without compromising being aligned? Leadership isn't rigid, it adapts. It adapts consciously. So, how do I show up through a different medium and remain true to myself? Not follow a trend, but stay aligned. And this is when you realize that opportunity sometimes doesn't mean alignment. I remember being offered an opportunity to lead a meditation for a group of VIP clientele at the launch of a high end spa here in the UAE. The finances were strong, stronger than I expected. But the more I listened, the clearer it became. This doesn't fit with who I am or where I'm going. And that's the difference. A tactical mindset would say, this is great opportunity, take it. A strategic mindset would say, does this belong to my path? And if the answer is no, you walk away. And I did. Because the cost of saying yes would have been misalignment and losing what was unique about me. Your audience can feel it. They sense when a leader is performing a role instead of showing up with presence. When your internal identity is misaligned with your external expression, you lose the most valuable asset, authenticity. You might still be performing, but the impact is no longer sustainable. You feel like an imposter in your own success because the gap is too wide. My strategic brand clarity session is designed to close that gap, to align who you are with how you are seen, because grounded presence is the ultimate influence. Ready to lead with a message that is truly yours? Book the session. Let's unbox the real you. And this is where most leaders struggle, because they try to lead with a mindset that was built to follow a preset template. They make strategic decisions from a tactical lens, and that creates friction. Once you step into leadership, personally or professionally, you cannot think in the same way anymore. You're consistently filtering and aligning who you are becoming. Even your tactical decisions become strategic. Leadership isn't about doing more or doing it differently or doing it in a new way. It's about seeing differently. If you recognize yourself in this, please visit my blog post. I linked it in the episode description. I break this down further so that you can see exactly where you may be stepping out of alignment without realizing it. Okay, my cat is sitting on my desk, distracting me a bit. Let's go back to the truth about leadership. Leadership isn't about following a formula or fitting into a preset template. A leader expresses what is uniquely theirs. In any system, the only variable is you. What is truly new and unique is you. Isn't it time you discover the real you? This is the reason why I do what I do. And if you want a better future, start now by unboxing the real you. The real cost of being you is not what people might think of you, or maybe they may not even understand you. The real cost is when you don't have the courage to express what is truly unique about you, you lose out on your own leadership. It is where misalignment begins. Over time, you lose your uniqueness, your authenticity. And what remains is a limited and replicated identity. Please remember, in any formula, the only new variable is you. So have the courage to be you. Show up, but stay true. If this episode resonated with you, please make sure you subscribe. Many of you listen regularly, I know, but you're not subscribed yet, and that truly matters. You can also align to my Unbox newsletter or my LinkedIn newsletter for deeper insights and tools to support your journey. Each are tailored. I don't repeat the same content across my platforms. See you next Tuesday.